Welcome back. Here we are. All right, if you watched the last video, I told you there'd be some details about the Maverick. So we are getting ready for UTV takeover in Little Sahara coming up this week. Looking forward to this event. It's going to be a pretty big event from what I've seen in the past. And I'm excited because this is the first time I actually get to go out and play in the sand with the sand set up. We're going to go ride around, meet some new people, see some things, do some stuff. So, right over there is a new setup, that wheel and tire combo we're going to run, just to go out and have fun. So as you see the Maverick, we got a little bit of a flat tire. Thing's been on the trailer for about 3 weeks. I've been working on getting this thing washed up. We're going to get it back up to its former glory of looking good. Lord knows you don't have to look good to go in a mud hole. But if you want to, you can. But we're going to the sand. So I'm going to work on getting seats and harnesses and all this stuff out of here. I'm going to get the inside cleaned out. Get my rock lights box replaced. It started acting weird. I hit Infinity Off-Road up and those guys were super cool. Had me one out the next day. So we're going to get that replaced. Get all this cleaned up, get our wheels and tires, get our new setup on, and see how it's going to look. So, I'm going to set the camera up, and then I'm going to do a unboxing, unveiling. I'm going to show you guys what the sand, wheel, and tire combo is that I got. Alright, can you guys see? Are you good? So, the wheel and tire combo setup I chose to go with. Got these off of KJ Motorsports website. I'll post a link below in the description. Basically just the prices that they got, they don't seem bad. You can get just tires, you can get just wheels. They have wheel and tire package combos. You can call them and get, if you're looking for something else, they might be able to help you out with what you need. I called to them. They seemed super cool. They answered all my questions and stuff quickly. So, got a yellow jacket climbing on my leg. He must be super excited, as I am. I've had these here. I haven't even looked at them much. You guys are getting to see them as I see them. Those look pretty sweet. I'm going to get the rest of these opened real quick, and then we'll go over, we'll look at them. I'll give you guys an in-close look and see, basically go over the setup and why I chose to do this setup. So word, FedEx man just showed up, brought me my new belt just in time. Tried to convince him to do a burnout, but his truck wouldn't do it. So here is the wheel and tire combo. I'm gonna set this box right here. So the wheel and tire combo that I picked out. Now I thought really hard about just buying wheels and tires for this one trip going to play in the sand. But when I get back, I could either sell them or I could put them up in the attic and hang on to them for the next trip. Little Sahara is only about 15 hours away for us. So if we like the place, we can make more trips out of it and go play. So could be an initial investment for the future. I don't know, we'll see. So anyways, the wheel and tire combo, I decided to go with 15s all the way around. I chose the Method 411s. I think the back is 10 wides and the front is 7 or 8 wides. On the rear, I chose to go with a 30-15 by 15 tire. I'm not sure how many paddles is on there. It was just a quick and easy guess just to see how the machine's going to do. I could have went up to 32s, but it was another $300 to bump up to those, and I didn't really have the extra $300 to spend to go ahead and do that. But I do have the wheels, So if in the future I decide I want to go to 32s or a bigger tire, then I already have the wheels. All I got to do is just swap out the back tires. On the front, 30 by 13 15s. These are the, you see, the GMZ Sand Stripper XLs. Now, I was going to go with the Tusk brand, but I've seen a lot of people talking about how heavy they was, you know, and I'm a weight conscious person as far as like the machine and what it does, how rough it is on the drivetrain. So I've seen a lot of good stuff about the sand strippers, and you know, if you're just using this as your basic to go run around and have a little fun. So the price wasn't too much different. I think all in all, shipped to Tennessee, tax and everything was like right around about $1,800, which is a lot to chew off. Shout out to my friends, my buddies. They made this happen, this point, to help me get ready. So what I'm going to do is work on the process of getting the Maverick cleaned up, getting the old wheels off, and then getting the new wheels on, and see how it's going to look. So while we got the wheels off, we're getting her cleaned up a little bit, give her a little bit of an inspection, look everything over, see if anything's visibly bent, broken, tore up. Everything pretty well holds together. Don't really have to work on this thing much. Don't want to jinx myself, knock on wood. But we're all basically regular maintenance for this thing is getting her cleaned up. I'd like to swap over to my other arms, but that's too much work just for this one trip, because the regular arms are lighter than the high lifter arms. But don't really have a lot of time for that, and you know, then once I got them back, I'd have to swap them all back over. So I don't really want to deal with all that. So I'm going to put these on, drop it on the ground, and see how it looks, and then I'll show you guys. So I got the back ones mounted up. Front wheels I took off. I'm going to clean it real quick and do an inspection. And I'm going to go ahead and put the sway bar and stuff back on. Been running without a sway bar since I bought the machine, put 35s on it, and took the sway bar off to give it more flex up front. As you can see, you know, that's quite a bit of flex up there. It's not really good on the axles if you're beating on it pretty hard, but kind of pros and cons, helps you rock crawling and stuff. So got the back ones on. Don't look too bad compared to the 35s. Looks like this thing skipped leg day. But we'll see how they perform. First time, going to have fun. The back view. And I'll pull it out in the yard after I get done. Take a video of it. Might do some playing in the yard, I don't know. Don't really want to tear the tires up if I don't have to while I'm here. So yeah, I'm going to get the front ones on, get the front cleaned up, and then put the front ones on and drop it on the ground and see how it looks. Got the fronts on. Got my sway bar back installed. Not a hard task. Takes a couple minutes to get it on, as long as you got all your tools prepared. Doesn't look half bad. They look a little small. See how 30s do. Might bump up to 32s. They did give me center caps, and it did come with lug nuts. I did see a warning on the website that said be cautious when you buy wheel and tire packages. Some people don't give you the valve stems and lug nuts. They give you lug nuts and valve stems, center caps for your method wheels. I'm going to put those on here in a second. So I debated on taking the tree kickers off, but I don't know, I might just leave them on. The only reason why would be to save weight, maybe be a little faster out there. I don't know. I'll leave them on until I get out there and then decide if I want to take them off or not. But I'm going to work on trying to get this finished, cleaned up before we leave here in about 4 or 5 days. What I am going to do is go ahead and get my belt and my new air filter and stuff from RPM and get it put in, and finish getting this thing cleaned up. So next task on the list is to get this old belt out, clean the clutches, get it replaced. So I chose to go with, and I bought this on the other X3 that I had, the blue and black one, the 19 XRC. So Evo's world's best belt, badass belt. Not a bad price on them. I don't feel like they fluctuated too much. Let's see, price was on here. I think it was 170 something or something for the for the belt itself. So I'm going to go through and get all the screws and everything out, blow these clutches out, inspect everything, and then install my new belt. So a nifty little tool that I have here, if you ever have to change a belt, this thing is very, very handy. Obviously your factory, if you buy your machine from the dealership, it comes factory with a belt changing tool. Basically screws into this, compresses the secondary clutch, and allows you to get the belt out. This is far more simple, doesn't really require any tools. We have to take the piece that I've been using as a stand. See if I can reposition here. Bear with me. Okay, reposition the camera here. So you have this little piece right here. This goes right into it. Sorry. This right here goes into this and then screws into that. So we're gonna run through the process real quick. Getting it started is the harder part. Making sure that it's straight. And if you've ever dropped your tools, it's easy to booger up the threads. So getting it to bite takes a little bit longer, but once it starts, you know that it'll start. You just keep going until it gets tight. And then, bam, once it's tight, then you pull the handle. Be careful not to smash your hand on the springs. So now you're free. You can roll your belt out as needed. Roll it around, get it down and out. Then you can release this if you need to. Again, be careful not to smash your hand against anything. Roll this inwards, pull your belt out, and then voila, done. Got the belt out. So now, real quick while I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and clean my clutches up real good and inspect my rollers, make sure there's no significant damage in there, and get my belt back on. So installation of the belt, I've already got it back on, but it goes in reverse order. That only should take you a couple minutes to get all that done. I got the belt on. While I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and replace the air filter with this RPM air filter that I got. It comes with a sock, your pre-filter and a replacement filter all in one. The sock is removable for cleaning. If you haven't seen these or don't know about these, highly recommend them. And it doesn't matter what you do, that if it's sand, if it's dirt, if it's mud, you know, a pre-filter can go a long ways with your air filter, and it's like a second defense. Helps with cleanup a lot. These are reusable. You can take them out and wash them. They deter liquids and everything. They run off fairly well. That double pack, you can get it all together from RPM, powersports.com. Same people that I got the catch can and the blow-off valve and stuff from. So taking this air box off, I'm going to show you a little trick. Some people don't know, especially fairly new owners, don't know about this, but So your latches, you're going to unlatch your cover and bring your cover out. Well, there's one latch on the back that is very hard, or well, it's somewhat difficult to get to, especially latching it all back on. But if you look down in here, there's a little hole. If you put your seat up a little bit, there's a little plastic cover that just plops right in place. Takes a couple seconds to get out and get in. You can get to this and that piece right there, so you can slide your cover off. So I'm going to go ahead, wiggle this cover out of here, the back piece off. So with the, I think it started in 2020, the air box itself got larger. So getting the cover off from the earlier models is a little bit easier, but it's nothing to be worried or fret about. So got some bugs, got some friends in here. I've cleaned this a couple times. I usually try to clean it periodically when I clean the clutches, but it's a dusty one. So I'll wipe what little bit of junk I got in the air box out and install the new one. Just slides right back into place. Get some fresh air. Should just pop right in once it starts. Good to go. So what I did do, factory filters come with a little bit of grease on the inside, just a light amount, kind of helps with the seal. This one did not, but I went ahead and put a little bit of grease around the inside of where it would seal. So I'm going to go ahead, slide the cover back on, and get both my covers back on and drive this thing around the yard a little bit. Got her on the ground, leveled out, took her for a quick rip in the yard. You definitely feel the lighter weight difference. I know the yard is not going to be the same as the sand, but I'm going to work on cleaning this thing up, getting it all nice and shiny and pretty. Belt's good to go, air filter's good to go. I'm going to go ahead and replace that unit box right over there. I don't know, I think I mentioned before that Infinity Off-Road sent me a replacement next day, so I'm going to get it nailed down and get this thing loaded up and on the trailer. So, appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Hope to see some of you at UTV Takeover in Little Sahara this coming up week. Don't forget, like, subscribe. There's links below on how you can help support the channel if you choose to, if you want to, if that's your desire. We do appreciate it. Smash that share button, share it on all social media platforms, help us grow. We are continually growing, and it's because of you guys. Again, thank you for watching. Hope to see some of you guys out. Peace out.